Anemia affects nearly 2 billion people globally, making it the most common blood disorder worldwide, with about 24% of the population having anemia. This is the study done by the National Heart, Lung, and Blood Institute. At the heart of anemia lies a deficiency in red blood cell. These cells are vital for transporting oxygen from our lungs to the rest of our body. When the number of red blood cells is reduced or red when the hemoglobin content is low, the body cannot get the oxygen it needs to function optimally. A common cause of anemia is the lack of specific vitamins and minerals. Iron deficiency is the most prevalent form of anemia, as iron is a critical component of hemoglobin. Additionally, deficiency in vitamin B12 and folate can lead to a decrease in the production of red blood cells. These nutrients are essential for proper formation and maturation of red blood cells. A diet lacking these nutrients can significantly increase the risk of developing anemia. Sickle cell disease anemia is a genetic blood disorder that causes red blood cells to become misshapen and rigid. These abnormal cells, known as sickle cells, can block the blood flow and cause pain and organ damage and other complications. This disease is caused by a mutation in the beta globin gene, which provides instruction for making hemoglobin, the proteins in the red blood cells that carries oxygen. The mutation results in the production of an abnormal form of hemoglobin called sickle hemoglobin cell. The symptoms of sickle cell disease can vary widely. It may include painful episodes of body pain, which can last for hours or days, low blood count, swelling in the hands and feet, joint pain, infections, vision problems, and organ damage to the spleen, the kidney, and the heart. The causes of anemia can also vary widely, but generally be categorized into three groups: decrease in blood red cells production, increase in red blood cell destruction, and blood loss. For instance, ladies, if you ever had a menstrual period, you know that we are bleeding literally from 3 to 7 days. During that time, we're losing a lot of blood. It's a good idea to take some iron pills or eat iron rich food. Symptoms of anemia can range from mild to severe and may include fatigue, weaknesses, pale skin, shortness in breath, dizziness, and even cold hands and feet. These symptoms arise because our body is not receiving enough oxygen due to the low red blood count, leading to decreased energy levels and overall vitality. A brief overview of the circulatory system in relation to blood. The circulatory system comprises of the heart blood vessels, blood, and which is essential for transporting oxygen, nutrients, hormones, and waste products throughout the body. It ensures that every cell receives the oxygen and nutrients necessary for survival and function. The heart is a very important component to this. The heart works to pump and move the blood around the body. It has four chambers: the two atria, the upper chambers, and the two ventricles, which are the lower chambers. So the right atrium takes in blood and carries carbon dioxide. Blood is squeezed down the right ventricle and taken to the lungs where oxygen replaces carbon dioxide. With this, oxygen-carrying blood from the lungs enters the left atrium, blood is pumped into the left ventricle, and starts its journey again throughout the body. Now, can you, on the top of your head, explain to yourself or a partner how the blood flows? If you said blood flows through the heart, it begins when deoxygenated blood, low in oxygen, returns to the blood via superior and inferior vena cava, returns to the right atrium. From there, it passes through the tricuspid valve into the right ventricle, which then pumps the blood through the pulmonary valve into the pulmonary arteries, sending it to the lungs for oxygenation. Then you are correct. Blood is a special fluid primarily contained within the blood vessels. It has four main components: red blood cells, white blood cells, platelets, and plasma. Here is just a brief description of the blood. So our red blood cells carry oxygen, nutrients, and waste. Our white blood cells fight diseases and protect the body from infection. The platelets gathers at the site of the injury and help clotting the process. And our plasma, which is like a straw colored liquid where the other components floats in. Let's do a recap. In conclusion, anemia is a significant health concern that often stems from deficiency in red blood cells due to a lack of essential vitamins and minerals. It is linked to several diseases and can manifest throughout various symptoms that impact daily life. Understanding the causes and effects of the anemia as well as the critical role of the circulatory system is vital for recognizing and addressing the condition. The demographics from the National Heart and Blood Institute, anemia affects approximately 1.6 billion people worldwide. That is 24.8% of the population. And a lot of the countries that do have bigger cases of anemia, which is in the sub Saharan Africa and South Asia, have the highest rates of anemia just due to the fact that they are a low income family. They're still in third world countries, and a lot of them don't have access to doctors visits and hospitals the way we do. And globally in 2021, 31.2% of women had anemia compared to the 17.5% of men. And I would assume this mainly because women, we give birth, and during that birth process we do lose a lot of blood and time to our menstrual cycle as well. Things you can do to increase your blood count and not catch this, it would be increase of intake of iron rich foods, red meat, beans, spinach. Include your vitamin C. If you can't get it in fruits, you can also get it in pill form at your local market. They come in capsules or chewables. Iron supplements for iron deficiency, vitamin B12 or folate supplements. In critical cases, you can get a blood transfusion. And the end. Thank you for watching my presentation.